Thorin's company have rallied from the mountain of Erebor and have joined the battle of 5 armies. Thorin has identified the brain of the army of Gundapad. Azog, atop Ravenhill, is commanding the forces with his great banners. So Thorin has gathered his strongest warriors and travelled up the hill to sever the head of the snake. He's joined by Legolas and Tariel, but as they've arrived, a horde of goblins has descended upon them. Before he can challenge Azog, this horde must be defeated. Welcome back to Conquest Creations. My name is Jacob Lucas, and today we've got a 650-point battle report of the brand new Assault on Ravenhill army list going up against Goblin Town. My army list for today is easy. It is everything in the Assault on Ravenhill army. So that's Thorin, Dwalin, Keely, Feely, Tariel, Legolas, and Bilbo. In this army list, each character gets an extra special rule. Feely and Keely both go to 3 attacks, Dwalin's got the potential for some heroic combats for free, Legolas gets Fight 7 and 3 attacks, and Tariel can reroll all failed wounds as well as a couple more that you'll see when we're in action. It's pretty intimidating looking at a massive horde of goblins across the table from me because I only have 7 models, but the 7 models that I do have are incredibly powerful, so it's going to be a good game.
Hey guys, it's Liam again, back in the studio for another game of the new edition of Middle-earth Strategy Battle Game. 650 points. Today I've brought my Goblin Town. So in my army today I've got the Goblin King, who's got a bunch of new shenanigans with the songs, the Goblin Scribe, 2 Goblin Captains, and yeah, a bunch of 2-handed weapons and a bunch of goblins. See how we go. Hopefully can swarm the assaulters of Ravenhill. So the Goblin King's got new stuff in the new edition, mainly his songs. So he has a couple of different songs that have a couple of different effects, like, you know, a banner, reroll once to wound, things like that, causing terror. So every turn I get to do a song at the start of the turn. I can't use the same song again next turn, but as long as I haven't used the same one 2 turns in a row, I can keep cycling through them and using them.
The scenario today is Fog of War. In Fog of War, at the beginning of the game, each player will note down a hero in their army that they want to survive the game, a hero in the enemy army that they want to kill, and a terrain piece that they want to capture. You also get points for killing the enemy leader, as well as breaking the enemy. The board that we're playing on today is the brand new Ruins of Raven Peak terrain set that's been designed here at Conquest Creations. This terrain has been designed by Wargamers for Wargamers, so it is perfect for playing your games on. If you want to get your hands on this full set, then you have a few options. Firstly, on the Conquest Creations web store, you could buy each piece individually if there's just one that you know that you want. But if you want to get the full set, you can get a 50% savings where it's going to cost you just $25 US for the whole entire set. If that's still a bit too expensive, then we have our third option. By joining the Conquest Creations Patreon at the Conquest Champions tier, you can get this full set of terrain, as well as a 15% discount code for the website for just $12 US. These files will never be on sale that much again, so getting them through the Patreon is absolutely the cheapest and best way to get them. As soon as you join the Patreon, you'll automatically be sent a link that contains all of these files so you can get printing straight away. I also wanted to let you know about the update we've made to the website. There's now the option to display the currency in your local currency so you know exactly how much things cost instead of having to convert from Australian dollars. Given that Australian dollars aren't worth a heap, you'll find that your local currency is going to make things look a lot cheaper. And finally, I wanted to shout out the Borderlands of Tor Ithlas bundle once again. This bundle is only available until the end of February, and it has been super popular, like way more popular than I was ever expecting. So I want to make sure everyone knows about it so you can get a chance to pick it up. Basically, it's every STL file that you need to create this entire Wargaming board for just $25 US, which is a humongous discount. That bundle will never be as cheap as it is right now, so if you're interested, go and pick it up. Lots of other people have, and it's making a huge difference here at the channel. All right, let's get into this battle report. Now that deployment's done, we need to choose our Fog of War targets. I've chosen Bilbo to keep alive because he has the 1 ring and he's got 3 fate, so he can be a bit of a tank. I've chosen the small Goblin Captain as my target, mainly because I don't like how he looks, so he has to die. And finally, this might not be the most tactical choice, but it's themey, so I'm gonna do it. I want to capture the tower that has all of the evil banners on top of it because I reckon that's where Azog's hiding. I've got absolutely no idea what Liam has chosen, so we're gonna have to find out at the end. And here we are at the start of the game. We've both secretly chosen our objectives, and let's get straight into it. Good luck, Mr. Liam.
Let's do it. Good luck, Mr. Jacob. Yeah, I pretty much just didn't do anything fancy. Just moved everyone forward, sending a couple guys in each direction to try and, cut off all the pathways.
And that goes into my movement, which is considerably quicker than Liam's, because I've got less than 1/10 of the models that he has. So all my dwarves are just running forwards. In fact, all my elves and dwarves are running forwards. So we just want to get up to this bridge as quickly as we can. All right, that was a pretty quick and easy turn one. That takes us into the next turn. Liam won the roll for priority, and he decided to go first this time.
Just took this turn to shuffle up some more, make sure I've definitely still got the captain and a couple of guys stapled to the scribe for might shenanigans later. Chucked a couple of guys up here. I'm thinking this is going to be a pretty core area where the lines are going to meet. So I figured chuck a couple of guys up there, a couple of them under the bridge, and hopefully you can't swing around this way.
That takes it into my move, and I've got a horde of goblins coming my way, so I want to get up onto the fallen tower. Thorin's going to come up here, climb up those stairs, and take his climb test. He's got a 3, perfect. He's just going up there, and I'm going to repeat that with Dwarf. Oh, he's got a 6, so he can get up and keep going. So he's going to come up and run up those stairs into that doorway. I'll go with Tariel next, because she doesn't have a bow. Thranduil's cut her in half. She's gotten up, and then I think I'll take this chance to shoot with Legolas. So the next twin will go, he's up, and then looks like Feely will go here, take his climb test, and he's going to stay down at the bottom there, so he could be in danger. Bilbo's just coming forwards. He doesn't have a heap of move with only 4 inches, but I want him to get onto that terrain piece by the end of the game. Legolas stays still this turn, so he's just taking 3 shots at the goblins. He's got 2 hits and kills on 4s. I'll take one out. I'm just going to kill this guy in the front row here. Huge. And we did the roll-off for priority. I won and decided to give it to Liam so I can know where he's moved before I have to make all my decisions.
So I'm going to start climbing up this mountain, hopefully cut you off from you getting over to the other side. So I just took the rest of the goblins, and I saw Feely wasn't able to get up, so I thought, oh, that's something nice to munch on. So I just kind of swarmed across here, and then I just shoved a couple of guys under there, hoping to make my way around and possibly climb up that side to cut off the rest.
And in my move, my game plan is using the fallen tower as a bridge to avoid most of the goblin horde and get to my terrain piece. So Dwalin is the first one up, followed by Thorin. And then Tariel and Keely on their love affair. Or is it Feely? No, I think it's Keely. On their love affair, they're also in that tower. And Bilbo sees this horde of goblins and doesn't really like it, so he's just gonna run away this direction. Legolas had his turn of shooting last turn, so he's gonna climb up as well. Don't roll a 1, didn't roll a 1, that's fantastic. And then Feely, who did roll a 1 last time, let's see if he can not roll a 1 this time. And he's got a 3, great, so he's also popped up there. So Liam, you've just won priority. Who are you choosing to have it?
I want you to have it, because I kind of want to see where you move around here. Hopefully, because my thought is, I need space to get my guys in there, so if you move, it gives me more space to jump on. But if you don't move, I'm just stuck around the bottom here.
My move started with Thorin and Dwalin together advancing over the fallen tower. I think they're going to kill a lot of goblins. Tariel and Keely went next, just climbing up the ladder. Bilbo ran across to the side. Keely ran into the tower, and then Legolas just stayed still, ready to shoot out some goblins that are going to try to climb up into the tower. All right, Liam, that's your move. What is this brave goblin doing?
This brave goblin is going to attempt to charge both of them just to keep them busy.
Oh yeah.
He is the sacrificial lamb for this battle report.
Good luck, friend.
I'm going to try and move another couple of fellas up, just to try and take up as much space on this bridge as possible. If I can limit your movement, I can stop your shenanigans. Hopefully. That's the thought anyway.
So, Liam, you're trying to move these goblins, and if this goblin passes his courage test, he can climb up here and charge Legolas, but I'm holding Orcrist, so you gotta pass the courage test because I cause terror at the moment.
Come on, baby. No.
That is a big fail.
I will just start shuffling, guys.
So here we are at the end of the movement phase. My whole little army, except for Bilbo, is now in this massive terrain piece, and these goblins are starting to engulf me. That goes into the shooting phase where Legolas is gonna hopefully kill some goblins. Legolas is going to use the long range of his bow to shoot these 2 goblins just directly in front of him. Hopefully that keeps him safe for just an extra turn. Here we go, Legolas. 3 hits because he hits on 2s now, and I just need 4s. And I'll just kill the closest one. In the Assault on Ravenhill, Bilbo gets a special rule where he can use his throw stones as a throwing weapon, so I can take a shot at this goblin here. I've managed to hit its strength 1, and a 5 difference of 2 that will kill a goblin. If it had failed, I could have re-rolled it. So good. So we've got just 1 fight this turn, but I'm going to catch you by surprise here, Liam.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to call a heroic combat for free with Dwarf.
Oh dear.
Because Thorin's engaged in combat within 6 inches of him, Dwarf is going to call a heroic combat here.
100%, go for
free.
it.
So let's see if we can murder this goblin.
Yep, I've got 2 dice.
Let's set the bar for me, Liam. That's a 6. That's good. Here is Thorin. Here is Dwarf. All right, Thorin counts as a banner. Counts as a banner. There we go. Got the 6, thankfully.
That was very scary for a second there.
And here's to wound. Your goblin's dead.
Yep.
With that goblin out and the heroic combat continuing, Thorin's just going to charge in there. Dwarf has to move as close as possible, so he's just in base contact with Thorin, fighting that next goblin. Thorin and Dwarf then easily cleaned up their opponents, getting me a couple more kills. Alright, priority went to me and I'm choosing to go first. Thorin and Dwarf are just going to continue their charge forwards on this bridge. Thorin charged, so he'll get a heroic combat for free, and of course he's going to be within 6 inches of Dwarf for another free heroic combat. Bilbo's going to go next, and he's going to start by putting the ring on. This is going to make it really tricky for you to charge him, and then he's just going to continue running away pretty much, because there are so many guys coming after him. Keely's just going to charge this goblin through the doorway there. And then Legolas is just going to do a half move up to here. He'll probably still get charged this turn, but Orcrist is keeping him pretty safe. Ariel and Keely are just holding hands and moving forwards. They're having a surprisingly chill time so far.
So I started my move just by moving a couple guys up here. Move the Goblin King up here, and then move the Scribe around here so they still get their benefits. Then just threw a couple extra lads up, and now I'm going to attempt to charge Legolas with one of these goblins.
And that's 2 6s, so he's in. So no shooting for Legolas. Well, I guess he can still shoot.
He can shoot in combat, yeah.
Yeah. Wow. All right, that's pretty handy.
That is pretty handy.
With all the movement wrapped up, that's going to take us into the shooting phase where Legolas is going to shoot, and he can shoot while he's still in combat. He's fighting this one goblin. I think I can kill him in combat, so I'm just going to shoot at these guys down here. I moved half, so I'm hitting on 3s. 3 hits. Let's roll that again. And 2 4s. I'll just take these 2 guys out. Nice. That takes us into the combat phase where I'm going to call a free heroic combat with Thorin. He can do that every time he charges, and one with Dwarf because Thorin is engaged in combat within 6 inches of him. So, Liam, we're in the combat phase now, but what song did you sing at the start of the turn?
So I chose to sing the song that makes the Goblin King a 6-inch banner for all friendly goblin models.
Nice, that's just going to help out these couple fights here. And you don't have any heroes in combat, so I'm guessing there's no heroics?
No, nothing from me.
Nice. Let's do Thorin first. You want to set the bar?
Yep.
Ooh. There we go. And gets the kill just once though. And Thorin's just going to keep moving. He's just going to charge 1 extra goblin. Just get some easy kills. And then Dwalin's next. It's not good. Using Grass Keeper. Ooh. The 4 will win it for me regardless. And bang, gets him. And he has to go and help out Thorin. So he's going to charge that goblin while being in base contact with Thorin. Thorin got another kill, and Dwalin got a kill after. The fight phase finished off with Legolas and Feely getting more kills, so the kill tally is already starting to rack up. All right, Liam, you've won the priority roll. Who gets it?
I decided to take it this turn.
Yep.
And I decided to sing the Goblin King's song, and he's going to sing the song that gives all goblins within 6 inches terror.
Okay, that's totally fair enough. I've decided not to call anything, even though I'm a little bit tempted to, but that's going to go straight into your move. You've moved all your goblins here, and now it's just these guys close to Bilbo left. I've got the ring on, so you need to pass an intelligence test, but you get -1 for every inch you are away. So this guy, he needs a 9. Can he get in? Oh, that was
8.
close. But he can just move normally if he fails this.
Cool. So he will just jump in here.
Yep, nice. All right, these 2 guys, they need 10s. It's going to be not good
Nothing?
enough. That's
Oh,
in.
let's go!
Huge.
You're going to go there? and then you're going to go there.
All right. So Bilbo's fighting. It's not good. Oh,
my God.
He's just made it in as well. That's huge. Good effort, mate. The Goblin King tried to charge in, but failed his courage test. Liam, how did that feel?
Feels pretty bad, but you know, he's a bit of a wuss. So.
Life goes on.
The Goblin Creeper.
So aside from Bilbo being in a lot of trouble, I'm feeling pretty good at this stage in the game. That goes the shooting, and Legolas is just going to try to keep thinning down numbers. That goes into the fight phase where I'm going to call a heroic combat with Dwarf for free, but Thorin didn't charge, so he can't call one. Any heroics from you, Liam?
Yeah, I think Grinner is going to heroic challenge Bilbo.
Oh man, that is absolutely awesome. So that gives you an extra attack and +1 to wound. I'm currently higher fight. If I accept, I have to just fight you to the death. Oh, Bilbo.
That sounds good to me.
Bilbo really wants to stay safe. You know what? It might be a terrible choice, but I accept. Dwalin won his fight, killed his opponent, but he has to join Thorin's combat next. Thorin and Dwalin just won this fight, but before I strike blows, you have to push back an inch, which means you're taking falling damage. That is 6 strength 3 hits.
Here we go.
I'll roll them for you, I reckon. You're dead.
Yeah. See you later.
Got him. Legolas and Keely both killed one goblin, and now it's the main event, Bilbo versus Grinner and a few friends. All right, here it is. You set the bar, because you've got the lower fight. You're on a 6. Okay, here we go. Usually Bilbo would be 2 attacks, but he gets 1 for the challenge. I'm on a 5. I'll spend 1 of his 3 points of might to turn that into a 6. So I've won that on fight value. Now you're defense 4, I'm strength
I am defense 4.
3, thanks to Sting. So I need 4s here. No wounds. Cool. Priority this turn has gone to me, and I've chosen to take it. So we've got maybe a risky play here, but I think it's worth it. Legolas has Orcrist, which means he has Goblin Bane, and there's a Goblin King right there. He's just gonna leap down the stairs into combat with those 2 goblins. Bilbo has to charge Grinner thanks to the heroic challenge, so I'm still invisible, but we're gonna fight it out to the end. On this side, Dwalin and Thorin are just charging down the mountainside, getting ready to kill more goblins. So here we are at the end of your move phase. We've got a really interesting situation over here with Feely. If Feely loses that fight, I thought I was pretty confident. If he loses that fight, he's getting pushed off the cliff there. So that's not ideal for me. And I don't know if you know Fog of War, but this is looking pretty suspicious why you got so many guys in this terrain piece.
Nah, don't even worry about it. They're all after Bilbo.
All right, Legolas is just going to shoot at random goblins spear supporting in this fight.
Go for it.
There's a few hits. The first one, just at this guy. That's nothing. Got him. And then the next one, just at this guy back here, knowing the way is there. Got him as well. Legolas is up to about 1 million kills. This is awesome.
Boop. That's what you want.
I'm going to be doing a heroic combat for free with Thorin and with Dwalin, because free heroic combats are nice. Anything for you to call?
I'm going to call a strike with the Goblin King, because you're higher fight with Legolas.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I'm going to strike back, and we're going to... I think if I lose that, I'm absolutely getting minced, but if I win that, I've got a good chance against the Goblin King. We started with Thorin and Dwalin. Dwalin went first, killed a goblin, then Thorin killed a goblin, and then together, they killed another goblin. That's a lot of kills. Next up, we've got Bilbo fighting Grinner and 2 friends. You set the bar, because you've got the lower fight. You're on a 6. Here's my 3. I'm on a 5. It's another might point down the drain for Bilbo. He's got 1 left, but I have won that. And I'll throw everything I've got at Grinner. 2 wounds.
Ooh,
so it's just
1 fate.
Oh
no! He's gone.
Got him. All right, so I get a point of might back because I won the challenge. The next fight was Keely fighting these goblins, and it happened. I botched the roll. I've lost, let's measure that height. Looks like 4 inches. I'm gonna take 4 strength 3 hits, just roll them right here. This is from the fall damage. Nothing there. Roll to see if you can wound me with the goblins. Wow, that was rather underwhelming.
That was underwhelming.
But I have been knocked off, so I'm prone down here at the bottom of the cliff. It's time for the Goblin King fighting Legolas. Let's roll our strikes first. You have +2 fight. I have +3 fight, so I'm higher fight value still. So you set the bar for me. It's a 5, but you've got might to spend. I've got another 6. Can't do much about that. Alrighty, I'm gonna put all of these strikes into the Goblin King. It's an elven blade, so it will ignore your blubbery mass. I need 5s to wound. Just 1. But it's ignored your blubbery mass. That will do D3 wounds unless you fate point it. I reckon you want to fate point it.
I will fate point it.
Sure. Got it. Got it. Okay. The fight continues. Priority this turn went to me, and originally I was on a different quest with Bilbo, but now that I think this is your terrain piece, and he's feeling good about killing stuff, I'm actually just going to charge 2 goblins with him, and on the way in I'm going to do his throwing stone that can be used as a throwing weapon. Oh, he's missed on a 1. Over here, Thorin and Dwalin are just charging into more goblins, seeing if they can keep this insane kill streak up, and Tariel has finally gotten into the fight. Legolas has charged back into the Goblin King, and Keely has just stood up to charge towards the goblins. So far, I haven't really taken much damage, so he's just going to send it and try to kill these goblins and break Liam quickly. And here we are at the end of the movement phase with the goblins. What did you do to my boy Feely?
Feely's getting swarmed by just a couple of lads.
Yeah, I kind of needed him to keep Legolas safe from behind, but now Legolas is trapped, so he's in a lot of trouble if he loses that fight. And then Bilbo's just fighting dudes. Let's get into it. Any heroics?
I'm going to call another heroic strike with the Goblin King.
Yeah, I have to counter strike with Legolas, especially now that I'm trapped. Over here, I'll do my free hero combat with Thorin and Dwalin once again, and I think that's everything. Thorin spent his first point of might to do 2 wounds here to kill the 2 goblins that he was up against. Now he's just going to run down.
I kind of thought that might happen as soon as Bill got tagged. I'm like, oh, okay, so this is the strat.
Yeah, we're playing Fog of War. I don't want to be too subtle here, but Thorin's just run down to there. So Dwalin's also got a kill now. He has to move as close as possible to Thorin, so he's just going to join him at the bottom of the big mountain. All right, next fight is Bilbo. I'm down to just 2 attacks instead of 3 now. Now you've got a 3rd one.
Oh,
there we go, 2 5s. I'm strength 3 thanks to Sting. I'll kill this guy. And he can just back up.
Pinch him out.
All right, Feely's up next. Let's see, you've got 6 dice.
And 1's a 2-hander.
That is 3 6s. Let's see what I can do. I've got 3 attacks in here. Ooh, I just killed all of our models, but I did roll a 6 in the process. I'm fighting 3 guys, and I've killed just this guy. Yep. There we go.
Pinch him out.
We've got one more fight. It's a very trapped Legolas. I'm going to set the bar with my heroic strike, actually. I'm currently fight 8. What are you? Fight 7. All right, set the bar for me. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a lot of dice. Ooh, okay, that's a lot of 6s. So I need a good roll here with Legolas. He's only got 1 might left. There's a 6 again.
Let's go.
Get on my level. Okay, well, I'm going to do everything at the Goblin King once again.
So I'm defense 5.
Yes, I'm strength 4.
Yep.
That's a fat lot of nothing.
You could bump it up with a point of might.
I could bump it up, and then it would do D3 wounds. So if I spend a point of might, it's a 1 in 3 chance of killing the Goblin King. But if I don't kill him, you haste me next turn. I'm going to save it.
Yep, fair enough.
So priority this turn went to you, Mr. Liam?
Yep, I decided to take it, and I'm just going to start running across this bridge.
Yeah, absolutely.
To make some ground. And these fellas are going to climb up.
That's a lot of goblins.
Oh yeah, the bridge is ours. So, I just charged the Goblin King and the Captain into Legolas and just trapped him with this guy. He didn't make the charge, so he's just going to sit tight there and try and trap Legolas.
Yeah, so if I lose that, I'm just gone again. I just need to bank on winning it.
Did a bunch of intelligence checks and just managed to pair him off with 2 models and then put a couple of spear supports in and also tried to do the same thing, just trapping him with this guy here.
So I've got Thorin and Dwalin, and it's probably not so subtle that I'm playing the objective in Fog of War. Thorin is the leader and he's got Dominant 3, so he's just going to go into Azog's Signal Tower to claim that, just in case it's my Fog of War objective, and I'm going to send Dwalin back to the fight. And Keely is going to protect his lover by fighting these guys on the bridge to keep her safe while she can solo the captain. She'll be all right. She's a big girl. So it goes to the shooting phase. So I don't even know if you can see Legolas right now. He's in this pile of goblins and he's going to shoot at this guy. If I can get a kill, I won't be trapped anymore. That's not ideal. I've got 1 hit. We need a 4. Well, it's not worth my last point of might, so we're very trapped. It's heroics time. I'm guessing you were going to spend a point of might on a big certain fat guy on your army. Right?
Yes, I am. Goblin King will call a heroic strike.
So is that his last point of might?
That is his last point of might.
But that captain in with him still has it. All right, well, Legolas will use his last point of might. He's totally out now to also strike and hope. And that's all of my heroics for the turn. The fight phase started with Tariel fighting the Goblin Captain, where I felt supremely confident. I lost the fight. I took a wound, but that's okay, because I've got 3 fate, right? Liam, how many fate did I just fail?
You failed all 3 of your fate.
Ouch. All right, so she'll just back up down the mountain a little bit. After seeing his girlfriend get pantsed by a goblin, Keely then also lost the fight and took a wound, and he's pushed back right to the edge there. He is going to save his fate. This is the turn where things are turning around. You've just won the fight against Feely as well, so you'll double your dice in there. Looks like you've got, no two-handers.
No two-handers.
Okay, 6s by 4s, you can roll this twice. Let's see it. It's just 1 cocked. Okay, well it was a lot of high numbers, but no 6s. Roll it again. Again. All right, he's proven to be a tank so far. The next fight saw Bilbo win his fight once again and kill another goblin. He is not fulfilling the role that I was expecting him to fulfill this game, but he's well and truly exceeding my expectations. All right, Liam, the time has come. Legolas versus a Goblin King again. Let's see your strike. All right, you're up to fight 8. I'm fight 9. All right, you've got the 6. I need a 6 here. If I don't get the 6, I'm in trouble. I've got no might left. 1 at a time. Here we go. It's 2. It's 3.
I saw it flash.
Oh, please.
Oh, please.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. I am super trapped. So the Goblin King, pretty sure he wounds me on 3s.
Yeah, because he's two-handing and all that.
Yep. That's... I've taken 4 wounds so far. Not necessarily dead. Give it another roll. I'm dead. So dead. Just obliterated. Yeah. And from beneath this pile of goblins emerges a young Prince of Mirkwood. He's taken off the board. That means that Thorin's not going to get Orcus this game, but look, that's all right. He's a long way from the fight now. So that gets us to the end of the turn, and I can see a pile of goblins there. I killed 1 model that turn. Liam, are you broken?
From the one that Bilbo's just killed, you've just broken me.
Huge, all right, that is massive. Bilbo's a legend, man. Losing Legolas is sad, but let's keep fighting. Priority went to me this turn, Liam. I wanted it, but what have you done about that?
I've caught a heroic move with this captain here.
Interesting. I will counter that with Keely because he's standing on the edge of a cliff and his girlfriend Tariel is on the edge of death. You want to give us a roll?
Absolutely.
Goes to good. Goes to the good guys. Nice. So Keely is just going to charge these 2 goblins and hold up the bridge of the fallen tower, and then Tariel is just going to charge back into that goblin captain and hopefully kill him this time. That goes to my normal move, and Bilbo's going to charge these 2 goblins and he's going to do a throwing weapon. A 2 will unfortunately miss, so we'll charge those 2. You know, originally he was supposed to just tank and survive, but now he's just hunting goblins. Thorin originally chose this tower because he was looking for Azog, but he's going to climb up that ladder, ignore the fact that that's a humongous 5-inch move, and he's going to get to the top of Azog's signal tower, and he hasn't found Azog just yet. But that's okay, that means he's going to survive for long. Dwalin's just going to run straight towards this terrain piece, hoping to get towards those goblins to kill them. So Liam, here we are at the end of your move. How'd that go for you?
Good, so I broke last turn, so I had to take some measures to counteract the goblins running away. So the scribe passed his courage check, which should affect all these guys.
Yep, that's a good start.
The king passed his courage check automatically because he's a hero legend. So he just jumped up here, got these guys to charge Keely. This guy was already charged by Tariel, and then we just did some courage checks around here, failed a couple of them, tried to charge Bilbo, and importantly, this guy passed and charged Dwarf.
Yeah, so you still have 2 models on that terrain piece, and this could be the last turn of the game because you're broken. So I need to pull out some wizardry if I want to try to keep it safe from you. So that's going to go into the declare heroic actions phase. I'm going to declare a heroic combat with Dwalin, and this one's not free. I'm going to spend a point of might on that. And you know what? I'm going to play ballsy. I'm going to call a heroic combat with Bilbo as well. He's having a good game. He can kill some more goblins.
He is.
All right, Dwalin's going first. I'll fight with Grasper Keeper again. There we go. Mr. Consistent here. Yeah, gets the kill. And he's just gonna run 5 inches straight forwards. In case the game continues, he can go and fight some more goblins next turn. Next up is Bilbo. You're on a 6. All right, I've got just 2 dice. I'm on a 4. Damn, I'll just lose that. I've only got 1 point of might left, so I'll just back up. Can you do damage? That's a 6, that's a wound. This is Fog of War, so I think I'm gonna use some fate points here. First one, no. Second one, passed. Good. In Keely's fight, he managed to win this time. It did cost him a point of might, but he did get 2 kills. Tariel just lost her fight on the roll of a 3. You got a 6. I'm gonna spend all 3 of her points of might to win that fight, because she only has 1 wound, no fate left. So I've won that. Let's see if I can do damage. Tariel gets to reroll all failed wounds here because of the army bonus. Your defense 4? I'm strength 4. 2 wounds. Ooh. Reroll. 3 wounds.
Yep, he's dead.
Got him. Huge. Big turnaround. Worth 3 points of might. Feely lost his fight and he also took a wound. So we're starting to take some pretty heavy damage on my side. So this is the state of our board at the end of that turn. Liam, you're broken, so this could be the last turn. On the roll of a 1 or 2, it's all over. The game
keeps going.
continues. All right, interesting. Priority went to me, and I decided that I wanted that. So Keely and Tariel, they're continuing their love story by just fighting goblins, and they're keeping a wall of goblins in between them and the Goblin King. Bilbo's continuing his journey. He's going to charge these 2 goblins, do a throwing weapon. He's missed again. Oh, he hits on 3s and he's missed so many times. And then Dwalin's going to come and charge this guy. Keely's also just charging some more goblins to hopefully kill them all.
All right, we'll start with the Goblin King. So you've put a nice little screen there of my own guys to stop me getting in, but the Goblin King does not care about his followers.
Oh no.
So he's gonna run in, and whatever goblins he lands on, he instantly kills, so these 4 are just
You're just
dead.
taking all 4 out. Wow, I was not expecting that.
And anyone that he walks over suffers a strength 3, so...
See if those guys die. One
of them dies. We'll just take that guy out.
Nice. And so the Goblin King just finishes fighting the Star-Crossed Lovers. The crowd passes courage test again, so Feely is totally surrounded. And in here, another Goblin passed, so I need to get some kills if I want to secure that terrain piece. Because I don't know who your target was. If it's Legolas, I'm actually a little bit concerned. If he's your target and that captain that's still alive is the right one, yeah, this could be way closer than I was hoping. That goes to the fight phase where Dwalin's going to call a heroic combat to hopefully kill both of those goblins. And in this fight, Keely is calling a heroic strike. He's only fight 5, so he needs a decent roll to get above the Goblin King, but he's got to do something. The first fight was my heroic combat. I had such high hopes, lost the fight, got pushed back, took a wound, and had to use a fate point to remain unwounded because I've got no idea who Liam's target is. Bilbo lost his fight, rolled Snake Eyes, did not take a wound though, so he's still healthy. Feely won his fight. It cost him a point of might to do it, but he got another kill. It's the main event now. The Goblin King. Here is my strike. I'm up to fight 7 with Keely. Okay. I'm gonna roll with Keely first. It's a 5. He's out of might. So it's all up to Tariel. Please, Tariel. Huge. Okay, this is really bad.
Is Tariel out too?
Tariel's out as well. So Tariel has 1 wound, no fate. So I think you need 3s to wound her.
I'll roll Tariel.
That's a 1. That's not going to do it.
Tariel.
That is a 3. It might have even been 2s, but that will kill Tariel. That hurts a little bit.
And last one on Feely.
Nothing. Good. All right, Mr. Liam, is the game over? It is.
Game's over.
Okay, we've got some revealing to do. I'm a little bit stressed here that this might not go so well. So here we are calculating the scores. Firstly, I've broken you. So that's putting me on 3 VPs straight off the bat. So that's 3-0 off the bat. I'm happy with that. Let's do terrain pieces first, because mine's pretty clear.
Yep.
I had Azog's Signal Tower.
Yep.
What did you have?
I had that piece of terrain right here at the back.
That's not a surprise at all. So
No.
I have Thorin in there. He's got Dominant 3, so I'm going to score 5 VPs for that one. And down here, you have double models than me, but you're not the only one in there, so you scored 3 for that one. This is where it might get spicy. Who did you want to keep alive?
I wanted to keep this captain alive.
And he is alive, unwounded, and he hasn't spent any fate. Is that correct?
That is correct.
All right, that scores you 5 VPs, so currently it's 8 all. I wanted to keep Bilbo alive.
Oh.
Huge. That is what, it was such a big deal when Grinner went into him, because I was like, I want him to stay alive. Worked out. He has spent some fate though, so that only scores me 3 VPs instead of the full 5 for that one. All right, and now it's the targets. Who was your target?
Feely.
Feely.
Yeah.
Wow.
I decided to pick something different.
Feely has taken a wound. I didn't even spend his fate because I didn't even think he would be your target. So that scores you 1 VP because he's wounded. And finally, my target was Baby Captain, which was the little one over here.
Baby Captain.
That Tariel managed to kill, so I score 5 VPs for that one. So the final score is 16 to me and 9 to you. So pretty close on the scoreline.
We take those, yeah.
Great game. Thanks for playing, Liam.
That's all right, mate. Anytime. Thank you. Game was great fun. Was always awesome to play. I did end up losing, but it was a very, very close game. And yeah, it was awesome to try out all this new terrain, to climb up all the sides with the goblins. Yeah, it's always a good time.
And that is game. That was my first game with the Assault on Ravenhill army, and I absolutely love it. I'm definitely going to be taking it to some tournaments, because just having a lot of characters and feeling like a main character is really cool. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you check out the Patreon, where you can get STL files of all of this amazing terrain. I'm so happy with it, and it's a ton of fun to play on, so hopefully you guys enjoy it as well. All right, this has been Conquest Creations, and thank you for watching.